Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be taking a little road trip and I thought that I would take you guys with me and talk to you about 5 of my favorite swimwear tips. So funny fact, I've only been drinking decaf for the last year because I struggle with a lot of anxiety and the normal coffee didn't really help me. So I do enjoy the taste of coffee. I don't enjoy being anxious or jittery or, you know, kind of all so I just drink decaf, which is not really coffee, I know, but I like it. First and probably the most important thing you have to think about when shooting swimwear is to keep the model as real looking as possible. So if you want to shoot like real nice swimwear, you know, make sure that the model has wet hair and has sand all over her and stuff, and you know, even if the swimwear gets wet, it doesn't matter. It's the part of keeping the image real, because there's nothing worse when I look at photographs of swimwear and it's all like, you know, perfectly styled model, you know, perfectly blow dried hair, smoking, you know, eye and all this kind of stuff, and it just doesn't look real and it doesn't feel real. And I feel like with swimwear it's very important to keep it very realistic and very raw. So my second tip for you guys is to use body oil. I think this is one of the most requested tips. You always ask me, you know, like, what's the brand of my body oil that I use? Like, can you use any body oil? Can you use cooking spray? That's the questions I got as well. Yes, you can, but you shouldn't. You have to keep in mind that if you expose the model to the sun, she might get sunburned. So it's quite dangerous to use, you know, kind of conventional cooking oils and so on. So my favorite body oil is actually a hairspray. So it's a olive oil nourishing spray for curly hair, I believe, and for afro, I think. And it just gives you a really, really nice, beautiful sheen, but it doesn't give you this greasiness that traditional oil has. So my third tip for you is to use your water as a reflector. If you don't use a reflector on the beach, which I never do, it's very helpful if you put the model into the water and you get the wave underneath, and this way it kind of reflects from down under and it fills up the shadows really nicely. So you'll see a little before and after on the screen of with the wave and without the wave, and the difference is quite massive. It literally works like a beautiful big reflector underneath your model. So if you're ever stuck on the beach and you don't have a reflector on you, just put her in the water and get the waves to do the job. My tip number 4 is to ask the model to keep her eyes closed, especially when it's really, really sunny on the beach. You know, it can be quite overwhelming having the white sand and having the sun and everything in your face. It can be quite bright and quite difficult to keep your eyes open. So what I usually ask the model to do is just close her eyes. I'll just count her in, 1, 2, 3, open the eyes, and then I take the shot. I find this way it's easier for the model to keep her eyes opened when she needs to, and it's better for me to take the right shot that I need. So my last tip for you guys is to pick your time of the day when you want to be shooting. I usually find midday sun is usually the hardest to work with. You get the harshest shadows, the most unflattering shadows as well. So I would usually go for either early morning or late afternoon like it is right now. The sun is much, much softer. It's much nicer light and it's much more manageable on the models. So you're going to get this beautiful golden haze in the afternoon and in the morning if you shoot early enough. And in general, it's just going to be a much nicer feeling than shooting during the day. Okay guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the little tips and I hope you will find them helpful with your next swimwear shoot. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel and I'll see you next time.